Hi guys, I am LanayJ and welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Make sure all of you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and turn on the post notifications so you are notified every time that I post. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social media platforms. It'll be right here and it'll be in the description box and be on the screen throughout the video so you can't miss it, okay? Get into it. Thank you. Alright, so before we even get into the video, I want to give a big shout out to my little sister who did these feet and braids. This was her first time doing feet and braids, and homegirl gave, and homegirl did what she was supposed to do, okay, and left no crumbs. So shout out to her, you guys. Make sure you guys follow her on her Instagram, but the link will also be in my description box so that you guys can just get into it and get your braids looking like this. All right, so without further ado, we're just gonna hop straight into, all right, y'all. So today I'm going to be telling you guys how I got a full ride to, not telling y'all just gonna have to stay tuned. No one knows but my family, and you know, yeah, y'all just got to stay tuned for that reveal. I am so freaking blessed to even get accepted to that school. You know, I was just happy. And then it's like, it's in Florida. It's like number 2 or number 1 in Florida. It's just really high up there. And then also it's like in the top 25 or 50, if I'm not mistaken, in the nation. So your girl did what she had to do, okay? So before we even get into those details, I just want to let you guys know that this year I only applied to 20 schools, and out of the 20 schools I applied to, I got accepted into 14. The 6 that I didn't get accepted into, we're just gonna get the negatives out the way. The 6 that I didn't get accepted into are all Ivy League schools: Duke, Yale, Emory, schools like that. And that's simply because I kind of folded on like my end, because when I was applying, what I did was the same thing that I put for those regular schools, I did the same thing. I don't want to say regular schools, but the same things I did for like those schools who are not considered like, you know, top tier. I put the same thing on there. Like I didn't make it special. Like I didn't add no little sprinkles or nothing. I ain't doing none of that. I just did it. So yeah, I kind of folded on that, but it is what it is. Your girl still received over, I don't even calculate. I did get scholarships and offers from a whole bunch of schools. And as you guys know, your girl does not play any sports. I did cheer, but I had bills and things to pay for, so I couldn't really do anything like social or like get into any extracurriculars because your girl was working since she was in 9th grade. And so with all that being said, your girl worked her butt off in school, got her bag, and still got a full ride. No, because you know, I'm usually humble when I say stuff, but y'all, I just need y'all to feel this because I worked hard for this. And you know why I feel it so much? Because everyone used to tell me, you're going to be just like your mom. Because when I was young, don't get me wrong, your girl had an attitude. Your girl had a mouth on her. Your girl was always in some mess. But look, I was like, no. Like right until it said, this is for everybody who lost faith in me. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Pressure. Okay? Yeah. All right. Humble again. You just got to like, you know, feel it sometimes, but the Lord is humbling me right now, so I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down just a little bit. So first step, you need to know yourself. Like I told you guys, I was just straight brains. You know, I didn't know that, you know, I was first gen. You know, my family has a low income. My family not poor, y'all, but my family not making like tons and tons of money. Like I didn't get it out the mud, like, but I worked hard for everything. It's confusing. We're not even gonna get into that. But my family doesn't make that much money for me to be going to school, like, and them paying for me to go to school. So, like, certain things like you being first gen, you know, being a part of certain incidents like the Rosewood, or like, you know, your family being a veteran, something with farmers. It's just certain things that help schools look at you and just be like, yeah, we might need her. Like, even though she went through this, or even though she's been through this, her grades still looking like this. And so, yeah, they don't expect like first gen students to go to college. They don't expect low income people to go to college because, you know, money, or not even like a university or something like that. They expect us like, you know, just go to community college. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with community college, But for me, I don't want to go to a community college. I just want to go away, like, you know, and explore. That's just me. Not bashing anybody who does go to community college, because it's fine. Like, it's whatever works for you. But I did want to go to university, you know, explore that university life, living on campus, and just really having like really enjoying college. Those things factor into it. And then you also have to do like your grades and your SAT scores. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my SAT scores wasn't like up there. So like, oh, let me backtrack. So with my SAT score, I had an 1140. Me, I don't know, I don't know, like I can't stay awake during tests. Like, it's just really, really hard. And then when I took my SAT for the last time, I left my calculator in the car, and then the proctor didn't have any calculators, so y'all was gonna have math by myself. So yeah, my SAT is an 1140. And which still isn't even, it's not terrible, because I did receive a 75%, like, you know, scholarship from Bright Futures as well. And so, you know, I also have my financial aid, and then I also have that full ride. So it's like, I'm not paying for nothing out of pocket. And that should be the goal, like as your undergrad, like when you're going into your undergrad, and like when you're new into college, the goal should be to not have to take out loans, or to not have to, like, you know, be in debt or anything. Like, okay, when you go to get your master's, and when you go to med school, maybe for those things you're gonna need loans, but for your undergrads, do what you can so that you don't have to sit there and take out loans, do this, that, and the third, and worry about how am I gonna pay for this semester, next semester. That's why, I don't know if you guys remember my first video, I had gave some advice, and I was like, set your image from the first time you walk into high school, because colleges do start looking at you the minute you start walking into high school. Like, I was never that kid that was always in trouble. Like, that was like my middle school and elementary days, but sooner or later, I just gotta, like, girl, get it together. So I eventually got it together. The most I'll do is, like, you know, I argue with a teacher once or twice, but that's pretty much it. Like, I try not to get into it with anybody, but those teachers really be pushing it. But other than that, like, even though I wasn't involved in extracurriculars, like if you run track, if you do like football, basketball, a lot of those things are good. Like, even if you have something that you like if you're talented in any way, music, whatever it is, use that to your advantage, because these schools will be willing to pay for you, because they're like, okay, hey, her strong suit may not be this, but she still has a strong suit in this, and we can still make it work. A lot of these schools really do think about that. Like, really, when I tell you, this school, when I applied, they accepted me. I was doing my what was I doing? My residency application. I was on the phone with them. They approved it. You know, it's that the $200 deposit. Most schools are $200, but you have to put that deposit down in order to accept. They waived it. Like, I got housing for the summer, because I do start school in the summer. I got housing for the summer. I'm good. Like, I'm really good. And that should be the goal, is to be good. As I was saying, when I was in school, I just was on my P's and Q's. Like, you don't have to take all those APs and honors classes. It does look good. It definitely does look good, and it does give you a boost. But don't, like, if you know that's not your thing, because AP classes do be hard, and honors classes do be a little tough too. But if you feel like that's not your strong suit, just stay in the regular classes and just be on your P's and Q's and do what you have to do. When that time comes around to apply to schools, apply to schools. I still apply to outside scholarships now, just to, like, you know, hey, if anything happens, I still have other money to lean on, because, you know, this other money is just like strictly for school. Like I said, set your image when you come into high school. Be on your P's and Q's when it comes to your work. Like, it's okay to have a social life. It's nothing wrong with it. I wish I had a social life in high school. I think I would have been able to manage a social life and my work life, but that just wasn't me. Like, I wasn't built for it. So I would just say, have a balance between your social life and your school life. You have to know how to prioritize. Just make sure, like, you know, you have an assignment due. If you can, if it's an assignment that's due in like a week or at the end of the week, if they gave it to you at the beginning of the week, get it done, so you don't have to worry about it at the end of the week when it's due, stressing yourself out, staying up late, trying to get it done. You have to know how to network. Like, you could be smart and everything, but you still need to know how to network and communicate. Your mentality can only, or your mind can only get you so far, but your mouth and how you walk into a room and how you ask people for stuff, like that stuff, people remember. Another thing I did that really helped with networking is give them a story to remember. Like, when I spoke in class, and I don't want to say, that's why it's like, when you go through certain things, use it as a push to do better. Use it to, like, you know, elevate you. Although it may look bad in other people's eyes, oh well. Brush it off, keep it moving. Like the situation with my mom and the other things that I've been through, I didn't use it to be like, no, I didn't want no pity party, no sorrow, no none of that. It was just like, I use that story because I'm just like, look, they're going to see this little girl who didn't grow up with her mom, who didn't grow up with her dad, but still on herself and doing what she got to do. And that, like I said, it leaves a picture in their head like, wow, this girl is really like, she's a beast. Like, and I am. But you have to do what you can, like give them a success story or something so that they remember. Other than that, those are just a few tips I have to give. I will be giving you guys more details about the college and all that stuff when I do my reveal party. So just make sure you guys stay tuned for all of that. Y'all know I am very grateful for this because although people say you shouldn't make your decision based off of money, who want to be in debt? Not me. Not me. I am beyond grateful, y'all, because this school is freaking amazing. When I do the reveal, you guys will see why I'm so freaking happy, because this school is top tier. Like, it's not Ivy League, but damn near. But yeah, I'm just super happy, y'all. Yeah, I worked hard for this, and like that's just my thing. Like, if you want something, work hard for it. Like, nothing is ever gonna be handed to you. Here I am going to school with it. That's all for today, guys. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe again, and make sure you turn on your post notifications so that you are notified every time that I post. And guys, know that I love you. Make sure you follow me on all of my socials, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Snapchat. Thank you so much for watching today. Grace and favor to you all, and peace.